Hey everybody, I hope you guys are all doing okay. Welcome back to our 100% Let's Play here in Might and Magic VIII, and in this episode we're going to be doing a couple dungeons and turning in a couple quests. Before we get going, let's just get our spells ready. Alright, we've got flight, we need you to cast a couple things. Don't really need Day of Protection, but I would like both of these, so let's go with... Doesn't really matter which one we do first. We're gonna be casting both of them. And now let's just get some healing, and I'm not really gonna bother healing anybody else. We will start out by going to the wasp's nest, or hive, or something to that effect. I don't remember exactly what the dungeon is called. We'll find out just now. And of course we've already killed everything in the Alvar exterior, so we won't have to worry about enemies bothering us too much. One thing I will say about the wasp's nest is the way you would normally enter is through this little valley, I guess, close to these tents with the chests in them where we found all of these jump scrolls. You'd go through this and you'd turn the corner and you'd see this rather odd looking structure. You can enter the wasp's nest from there. Can you enter it? You can enter it from there as well. I wonder if those put you at the same position.
Let's investigate.
And as you might expect, being called the wasp nest, oh, excuse me, keep hitting the wrong keys. Being called the wasp nest, it is of course filled with wasps, and we're getting all kinds of good things. We can turn in these stingers for a bit of gold, so we're gonna hold on to them. And we're also finding another special item, Royal Wasp Jelly. I've actually forgotten what that's for. It's not a quest item, it's just a special item that you can find in here. And the way this dungeon works, we'll talk about Wasp Jelly later. I'll probably look up what that does at the end of the episode, but for now we've got some stuff to do. The way this dungeon works is that there are these, like, what do you, where something's hitting me. Okay, so these enemies are coming through these holes in the ceiling. Oh my god, they are just relentless. What I've been trying to show you is that there are these hexagonal indentations in the ceiling, but some of them aren't merely indentations. Some of them go all the way through, like these bigger ones, I guess, to different levels of this wasp nest. Oh god, we are being a little overwhelmed here. Let me just rein things in a little bit. Alright, now let me just heal myself. I was expecting this to be the easier of the two dungeons, if I'm being perfectly honest, but this may end up being even trickier than the Ogre Fort, which we will do later. There's another enemy that is trying to mess with us. I don't even know where these guys are. But anyway, I'm gonna jump to the next level. I think that guy blocked us. I was gonna say let's jump to the Let's jump to the... Oh god. Can we not jump with master level jump? Is that the problem that's... Let's see. So, the only thing that's affected is recovery rate. So we should be able to do this. Okay. Let's see. The scrolls are not working either. Something is a bit... So, what if I jump? Oh. What if I set this as my quick spell? I've forgotten how you do this. What if I jump? Then, oh, I can't cast jump while I'm already airborne, but what if I do that? That is bizarre that we are not reaching high enough. Come on. We almost had it there. I think we can do this. What is going on? How is this not working? This definitely is how you're supposed to do this. So why is it not working? Huh. Feels like we should be able to... Doesn't it? Let's keep... Yeah, it feels like we're getting enough height, but somehow not managing to get through. Is there another hole somewhere? Or is that the only one? Looks like that's the only one. Huh. How are we gonna do? Maybe you gotta have some... Oh, you just go away. Oh, well that didn't work at all. I was like, maybe we need a bit of forward momentum, but that doesn't seem to be helping. Huh. What on earth? Okay. If we slide up the wall a little bit, it gives us a bit of extra height. That doesn't seem to be helping us either, and we can't cast a second jump while we're up there. What on earth? Let me load my save, because we wasted a lot of mana on this fool's errand. Let's go outside.
Let's get out of here.
Let's see if maybe entering from here does anything. Well, it puts us in a different spot in the wasp nest.
How?
Okay, that was a bit... Huh. Okay, let's try this again. I think we can do this. Maybe you can't jump from there. Maybe you've got to be here.
Easy kid.
Alright, we've got to be in turn-based mode, because otherwise they will
Got one.
they will be swarming all over us. Pun definitely intended. Even in turn-based mode,
Save me.
they are...
That was easy. Got him.
They are causing us a lot of grief. I need to heal myself. Alright. We've kind of brought this situation under control. Okay, wow. This was rough. Alright, let's save our game. Where are we exactly? Where were we before? Okay, there's all kinds of bizarre things going on with this dungeon. Let's keep on picking up stingers, because we can sell them for a decent amount of gold. And we've got another situation, I think, with this kind of thing. Okay. Okay, okay. One thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna actually check the walkthrough, because am I doing something wrong with the wasp nest? Might and Magic VIII wasp nest. Am I doing something wrong? So I'm being told that jump scrolls give you more height. I'm also being told that... What the hell? Okay. I'm also being told that there are bugs related to the jump height being kind of arbitrarily changed by some attribute of your PC. But before we do anything, we've got to draw these wasps out, because there are some on the upper level. What? How did so many of them materialize so quickly? All right, let's be a little bit... Yeah, this is definitely going to be way harder than the ogres. I don't remember it being this hard. Well, we drew one of them out.
Help!
Wow, how were they doing so much damage? This is a bit alarming. Okay, come on.
Save me!
Okay. Yeah, the way that the enemies are packed in here is a little unfortunate. So let's save. Well, that wasn't a good place to save, because I think Elspeth is getting knocked out. Well, you know what? Hang on.
Now,
Let's leave. Fortunately, we didn't take fall damage from that short drop. Wow, this is a quite unnerving what's going on inside this little location. Alright, let's heal ourselves a little bit more. I don't want to spend too much mana healing, because eventually we will need to cast haste again. We already don't have that much duration left on it. We can rest again if necessary. I'd rather not have to. Alright. Yeah, look at all these wasps that are aggroed on us. just
That one was weak.
coming out of the ceiling there. Alright, okay. Now... Can we jump through, like, any hole? Like this one? No. This will just pop us into the ceiling. It seemed like the wasps were going through them, though. I don't know. I don't know.
Help me!
What the hell? There are so many of these guys. Alright. So clearly, we need to draw more of them out.
I got it!
Okay, hopefully we have a bit of peace at this point. Is anybody else gonna do anything? No? Okay, now let's see what we can do. Well, that didn't work. So where? Oh, right. Here. Let's try this first by jumping. Oh, this feels like it's gonna work. Or is it the same mirage we were experiencing last time? No, this... is it? Huh. Oop. Accidentally muted the game. This is quite distressing. I really hope it isn't a bug to do with jump height being somehow affected by something in my PC. That would be very, very unfortunate. But what could we do about this? Oh, excuse me. We don't have a jump set as our quick spell. The one good thing about this is that this dungeon
Ready!
does not have any quest items in it. There are no quests leading us to it. Like, there's no quest to kill all the wasps. Yeah. Unfortunately, it just seems like this... perhaps a bit... When it was being built, they made it too tight of a jump. Another problem is that you can't even tell where your feet are, so you don't really know what the hitbox is of you vis-a-vis the ground. But one thing... One thing I can sense, though, is that there is no change in jump height from using the scroll versus using the jump spell. They're both giving the same height. It's just that it's not high enough.
Ready!
It is not high enough. And one reason, or one really dumb design decision that was made in Might and Magic VI carried through all the way to Might and Magic 7 and 8 is that you can't fly indoors for some bizarre reason. Like you can't even cast the fly spell while you're indoors, and if flight is active, it won't work indoors. Like if you had it cast from outside and then you went inside. The reason it's dumb is because like the way flight works is that it doesn't depend on whether there's a roof over your head. It just depends on whether there's air around you. And because this isn't, you know, the vacuum of space that we're in right now, there's no logical reason why flight shouldn't work indoors. Like, we should just be able to go up. And indeed, our enemies are able to fly. Like, there's nothing stopping them from using their wings. It's just that we can't. Now... See, the jump height is fixed. And it doesn't depend on how strong your skill is, how many skill points you've put in it, how, you know, your level of mastery. That is fixed. Is there anything else that can help us at all? The only thing I'm thinking of is, I don't know, like jumping and then casting Lloyd's beacon in midair, and then maybe somehow glitching your way onto the second floor. Yeah, because that felt like it might have been... Alright, because we have a bit of extra height here. But if we're going too fast, it'll say you're airborne, like if we're off the ground. Oh, come on. Can we do this? Hang on, let's load this again. Let's cast Hour of Power so that doesn't expire. And let's... Yeah. Unfortunately, the design of this area, plus the unfortunate design of the flight spell has meant that we are probably not going to be able to explore this area. That almost worked. That almost worked. Let me try something. Turn always run off. Oh my god. See, and if it fails, it deselects her, which is another problem. Yeah, I'm walking now because I'm... Jesus. Come on, man. Cut me some slack. Okay. We clearly can't use the height advantage that we're getting here because while we're sliding down, the game thinks that we are airborne. So it was a nice thought, but while we're slid up on the wall, the game won't even allow us to jump. We did it! Somehow we did it! Okay, okay, let's count our blessings. Maybe we need to turn off the always running, because it gives us a bit of extra control. But now we've got another problem, which is the swarm of enemies that is approaching us. Okay. And I think we gotta turn... Oh! We gotta turn... Always run back on. Because... Oh! Well... Let's not fall down. So, where is the hole in the ground? The hole in the ground, okay, which is difficult to see because of how... Because of how...
I'm wounded.
Okay. The lighting in this game works. Okay. Now we've got to somehow deal with these wasps. Because the hole in the ground is there, the other hole is there. Let's draw some wasps out. Okay. How many of them are coming? Just a few. Well, it looked like a few, but they were so stacked on top of each other that it was actually more than a few. Alright. Alright, let's keep on going. At this rate, I've got to be honest, we might not even be doing the Ogre Fortress in this episode.
Heal me.
And these guys do
I'm not sure what it is.
an unreasonable amount of damage. Alright. Let's save here.
That one was weak.
And it's not helping that these guys are missing so often, these guys being my party. Is there anybody else? Okay. Let's get that stinger. I'm trying to get the stingers, but I'm picking up garbage instead. Jesus. Oh my god. Just wanted that stinger. Oh my god, no. We just gotta throw the stuff on the ground. Okay. 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 We are back in this. Is someone else coming after us? Okay. Alright. Alright. We're back in it. Alright. Now we gotta do this whole thing again. And I guess, let me load my game. For this, let's turn always run off, because that seemed to help us last time. Now let's save our game under this hole. Let's jump. Yep, I'm getting better. I'm getting better. I think turning off the... Whoa, 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 whoa.
I got it.
Turning off the always run was the key there, because that was causing us to collide with the wall too quickly, which in turn was not letting us reach the full maximum height of our jump. Alright. So, crisis averted. We will indeed be able to fully explore this dungeon. But now we've got to turn always run back on, because we need it for the combat. Otherwise these wasps will really mess us up quite badly. Man, the sheer number of them that show up is staggering. There are way too many of them. And alright. We are...
Got one.
Okay, we are back in it. Alright, now we find the... well, there's... oh, before we fall into the hole in the ground, let's get some more jelly. And, oh my god, did you see? Look at all those red dots. But this is good because they are... at some distance to us, so finally we can actually have a bit of an advantage fighting this group. Maybe even kill most of them before they reach us. Alright. Come on, guys.
Save me!
That one was weak.
Okay, okay. There are more of them in there. Some of them might be on different levels of this. Alright, let's regroup a little bit. Let's pull back. And let's see what's going on. They're in the ground somehow. Can you hit that guy? Okay. Okay. Okay, okay. Where are the rest of them gonna pop out from? From this hole in the ground? It's entirely possible. Oh, there are more of them! There are more of them in the ceiling! Oh, we've made a bad mistake. But can we get back in control of the situation? We kind of have. Okay. Okay. Okay, okay.
That one was weak.
All right. We've kind of stabilized our situation. Who is attacking us? Where are they? Where are they hitting us? Are they hitting us from underneath? I guess that must be it. But that's kind of... it's kind of rude. Where is this guy? I don't want to go down because then we'll have to do that whole, you know, figuring out how to get back up. But it does seem like they are hitting us through the floor, which is very rude indeed. Okay, before we... no, Wizard Eye has expired. That's just great. Before we do anything with that, there is one more level up there. Whoa, 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 whoa.
That was easy.
This is a...
So we can't even rest. Alright. What is our haste situation? Let's cast Hour of Power again. Now, let's turn Always Run off. Let's try and get to the... okay, that sucks.
Heal me.
Alright, I think we've got this. Because there aren't that many of them left up there. I think we've got this.
Help!
Okay, we need this guy to come down though. And now we've killed all of them on this side, so we can rest if we wanted to. And honestly, we probably will rest. I'll save my game again. I do want to actually go on top first, because I want to pick up some more jelly. Okay. Eventually we'll glitch our way to the top. But we've killed all of them on this side, so even if we don't get this last bit of jelly, at least we will... I think you actually need to be a bit farther away, maybe. Yeah, you can't be too close to the edge. Okay, come on, come on. We've done this before. Yeah, we're definitely not going to be able to do the Ogre Fort in this episode, because that would be way too long of an episode. Okay. Well... let's try this again. Position ourselves under the hole. Oh. Maybe looking down will help us better judge. Nope. I thought we were close to doing that there. Nope. Okay, come on. Come on. We've definitely done this. So we know it's possible, unless they just arbitrarily made this higher than the others, which I wouldn't put past them. Okay, we've done it. Alright. Get some more jelly. And there are no more holes here. Okay. This hole is going down, and everything else is just an indentation that you can't actually go through. So now what we're going to do is we're going to rest. We're going to cast our spells again. Day of the Gods first. Torchlight. Wizard Eye. And as soon as you're ready, we'll cast Hour of Power, and then we're going to say our prayers, and we're going to wade into this second section, which we've already been in. We've already killed some of the enemies inside, but it seems that some of them are hitting us through the floor, which, as I've already said, is extremely rude of them. Alright, let's... okay.
We got it.
Got one.
Okay. So that's where we came from. I kind of want to go back there because I feel like we left some jelly. Uh-oh. Did we leave some jelly? No, I guess we picked it up. I do feel like I am getting better at negotiating these very tricky jumps. I don't remember it being this difficult, so maybe there is some truth to what people are saying, that there's a bug depending on your something about your the PC that you're running it on, which changes the jump height slightly. And I think that's the last one in the area. Yeah, because there are only 2 sections in this. In this zone, and we've cleared both of them, and we know that there weren't any enemies on the other side, and yeah, we're just gonna go back out, and I think going to have to call it an episode. Not immediately. We'll go back to town first. Let me turn always run back on. Let me... So the other side, everything is green. And everything was green where we left it there. So I'm pretty confident we've killed everything inside the wasp nest. I'm relieved. For a while I thought we were going to have to abandon the whole objective of killing all the hostiles inside every zone. But then, with a bit of determination, we finally figured out a way to make those jumps work. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, I guess I was flying close to the ground and then there was a slightly raised part of the ground and I was no longer flying, and then I kind of just walked off the mountain. Which is probably how I take most of my falling damage in this game. Alright. That's enough about that. What are we gonna do? Well, what I'm gonna do is... We've got a lot of stingers to turn in. I think with you? No. With you. 500 gold apiece takes us over 150,000, which is great. Now, as I promised, I'm going to look up what wasp jelly is used for. Royal wasp jelly. Royal wasp jelly. What does it do? Okay, so there's somebody in the Iron Sand Desert that will buy this stuff. I guess, you know, to put it on toast or something, or pancakes. I don't know what you would do with a product like this, but whatever, you know, we'll maybe find out from them when we go back to Iron Sand to sell it from them, but we're not going to be doing that right now. For now, I think you can actually gain one more level, and I am actually going to do that. But first, because it is way too late, well, it's not too late, because we can just do this. Are you... You're open 6 p.m. Okay. I'm gonna train you once more. How many skill points did you gain? Not enough for more light magic, but you're getting there. You're getting there. Okay. I think that is gonna be all for this episode. I know at the beginning I said we'd be doing the Ogre Fort as well, but that was before the wasp nest ended up being the clusterfuck that it turned out to be. And honestly, I am relieved enough that we were simply able to negotiate that area. So I think we are going to call it good for this episode. We didn't do that much. We didn't even make any quest progress. I promised we'd complete 2 quests, but unfortunately both of those quests are tied to this area. One of them to rescue Arion Hunter's family, and the other one to kill all the ogres. So we didn't do either of the quests. But that just means next episode we will do 2 quests. So we'll, like, it'll average out in the long run. But yes, that is gonna be all for this one. We gained a level as well, you know, which wasn't too bad. Yeah, but that is gonna be all for this episode. Hope you enjoyed it. Like, if you are experiencing the same difficulty jumping around in the wasp nest, I hope in seeing, like, first my frustration, my... like, I was genuinely convinced that it was impossible, but then I tried different things. I tested out the jump height. One thing I should point out, so some people speculate that jumping via spell, jumping via scroll gives different heights. Maybe in some versions of the game it does, but I deduced that it didn't. And the way I was able to deduce that was I'll use this wall as a reference point. What I did was I jumped, and it was easier to do... Well, let's do it like this. I need a clearer visual. You know what? I'm actually going to load my game from this to demonstrate how I was able to determine that. So I jumped up. So I jumped up, and I was picking one of these random hexagons as a reference point. So look at the one on the right, and I noticed that our jump height caps out at about the bottom vertex of that hexagon. And that is with the spell that we're casting with Sorry Blackthorn. And then I used some scrolls, and I noticed that, again, the jump height from the scrolls was capping out. In fact, it almost seems like the jump height from Sorry was a bit taller, but I'm sure that's just an illusion. But that's how I was able to kind of test to see whether jump height was being affected by how we were casting that spell, and I determined that that wasn't the issue, that it was something else having to do with colliding with the wall before the jump was fully at its apex. But you do kind of need to be moving because you are directly under it, and you need to move over it, otherwise you'll just fall back into the hole. And it's very finicky, and it's easier to do if you're walking rather than running, and you can walk by disabling this. So I hope that helped you. If you were also having difficulty with hang on, didn't we have like 150,000 gold? So where did it all go? Is training you really that expensive? I need to investigate this before we close out this video. I'm sorry. I'll redo the entire outro. Just how expensive is it? To train you from level 22 to 23.
Practice session just started. Excellent.
Where did the rest of my... We had 150,000. Right? From selling the... This is the wrong save file. This is the wrong save file. Oh boy, it is all falling apart. So... This one is the one... okay. This one is the one after we... After we fully cleared the wasp nest. Okay, let's do all of this again. Oh, yeah, I'm sorry for this. I thought I'd saved after... 23rd, 24th, 14th. I guess I just never saved after we left. Excuse me. I'm just going to make things a bit quicker by portaling over to Alvar. Let's sell the stingers again, and then we'll do my training, and then I'll close out this video. Again, sorry for being so disorganized. I think the wasp nest basically has fried my brain for this episode, and I have no idea what I'm doing. Alright, now let's do our training.
Excellent.
And now we're good. Let me even arrange this stuff again. Alright. Okay, okay. With that bit of confusion out of the way, now finally it is time for me to say thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode, and if you did, you know, you may want to consider leaving a like, and if you're enjoying the series, you may want to subscribe so that you can follow along. But in either case, I do hope to see you in the subsequent episodes, which I do hope will be a bit more coherent than this one turned out to be. But yes, until then, take care.